Hey guys, today's video is all about the new Model Y. I am test driving it here today in Northbrook, Illinois. Extremely excited. I'm going to be looking for 4 things when I test this. I could do a full review, but there's so many other videos out there on the Juniper that it would be very redundant at this stage. But I'm happy to say I'm one of the first people to test drive this car. It is super quiet. I am liking this. Now, this road isn't too bumpy, but I'm not feeling all the bumps. Here we go over some train tracks. And there was a manhole cover. The 4 things I'm going to be looking for is 1, the noise inside of the cabin. I'm about 5 minutes away right now. Let's have a listen to my 2019 Model 3 and the noise inside of here. I turned off the noise cancellation on my microphone, so let's just get the sound here to compare. So I'm going about 46 miles an hour, and that's going to be a big thing for me to test is the noise, because that's one big selling feature for me as an older Tesla owner to see what the improvements have been. Now, keep in mind my car, the 2019 Model 3 that I'm driving right now, doesn't have the double paned glass like the Model Ys have and the refreshed Model 3s, where that helps with the noise. And then also the newest technology has some noise cancellation built in. So that's the first thing. The second thing is going to be the suspension. How does it feel? This is something I can't capture over video, but I can tell you right now, I can feel every bump that I'm going over. My Model 3 is not the greatest when it comes to the suspension, and you can get aftermarket suspension components to make it feel better. I never went down that route, but that's another big thing I heard has been improved. The third thing is the user interface. How does it compare to my older Model 3? Are there any new settings in the menu systems? All of that I'll be comparing. It's going to be very similar, but I will notice a couple things for sure. And the big reason is because it has version 13. Well, we're going to find out if it has FSD enabled. If it doesn't, I'm going to ask them at the service center if they could turn that on for me or allow me to use it, because that's the 4th thing that I really want to test is the automated driving features. We do have that front bumper cam now on Juniper, and I don't think FSD is leveraging that, but I'm curious to see if it will show up through the menu system at all. Now, in park, you can go into the service mode. I'll check that out first to see if that will show up there, but I'm excited to see that. In fact, I'll probably test that right away before I take off for the test drive. So I did get a key card. I haven't used a key card in forever. I have a key fob, believe it or not, and I actually use my phone for entry. But here is the key card. We're gonna go and see if it actually lets us in automatically. It might already be unlocked. Yes, it is. So we're gonna jump in here and test this thing out. Look at this thing. First things first, the manual shows up directly on the screen. Let's see how it sounds when I close the door. I'm going to turn off the noise cancellation here on my mic real quick. There we go. Let's listen to the way the door closes. That sounded really nice. Now there's an added feature with the windows where they remain up so that when you close the door, see how that window went up a little bit? So that when you close the door, it sounds very solid, and it has a really nice feel to it. So let's roll up the window here. I'm going to get my camera situated, but let's take a look at the screen. This is that one item I really wanted to observe is the settings here on the screen and what may be different. We're going to go into here and take a look. Controls. Everything here looks the same to me. And you get a good shot of this here. Everything in here looks similar to what I'm used to. Don't see anything new there. Car wash mode is still there. Everything looks the same there. Let's go into dynamics. We have chill and sport. We'll leave it in the sport setting. Deceleration, we'll leave that in standard. Traction control mode. Now that's new. That's different from my 2019 Model 3. Looks like you have auto, slippery surface, off-road assist. Now I forgot to ask about the autopilot. Looks like it's asking for that key card, so I'm going to take the key card and I think you put it here. Auto shift out of park. I like that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to say yes. And let's go into the autopilot. It has the full self-driving. That's great. Okay, and start FSD from park. Press brake to confirm. That's awesome. We're going to just change it over to hurry profile and minimum max speed offset. We're going to change that back up to the default, which is 40, and we're going to expand the full self-driving visualization. Perfect. Let's go ahead and put in a destination here. We will just grab one that's not too far away from this service center. So let's just zoom out here. Let's say we want to go over to this area here. And we'll say okay on that. There we go. We've got a destination dialed in. It looks like it's 6 minutes away. Perfect. So let's get all the cameras set up. Okay, we're ready to go. I'm just gonna see if it can leave this parking space and take off. Immediately, I noticed the height difference. So the Model Y rides a lot higher than the Model 3, obviously. Just looking at the interior overall, it feels very similar. The steering wheel, I like this, and it's heated. I can feel the heat coming out. Now, I don't have a heated steering wheel, so this is nice. And it seems that that's just kind of automatically on. Beautiful, nice look. Now, this is the touchless. As far as the stock, he mentioned it was okay. So I think what he was referring to is when you park and put it in drive, it's touchless. It's all on the screen. But there is the turn signal stalk on the left to be able to go left and right. Now, since I'm going to be testing the self-driving, we're not going to be dealing with that at all. But we do have a destination dialed in. It just says press and hold to start FSD. So I shouldn't have to step on the brake. I shouldn't have to step on the accelerator. On my 2019 Model 3, and this goes with the other cars as well, you have to step on the brake, put it in drive before, so you do have to use your foot, is what I'm trying to say here. Everything looks like it's all set. Let's just swipe up real quick and take a look at the temperature control. Everything looks the same there. We do have the biohazard control, which is cool. I just touched on it, and the fans are now blowing like crazy. So let's go back to auto. How do we turn it off? Okay, we'll just tap on it again. And the auto, it looks like there's a button here for the steering wheel. It says auto, so that's fine. Auto seat heaters is on. And here's something new. We have a fan rotating, swing mode activated for the HVAC. It kind of moves back and forth. That's cool. I haven't seen that before. Curious to hear if you guys have seen that before in other cars, but moving it back and forth, that looks the same. Some people that don't have Teslas don't know that you can push on the screen with 2 fingers and separate those streams of air, and then when you bring them back together, they're synchronized. Everything here, everything else looks the same. Let's go to the rear. You do have the rear screen in here. I'm looking in the back. That's nice. I don't think we're going to have enough time. They said we've got about 20 minutes here to play with stuff. I can't see how I can adjust the seats. So let's go here. Okay, you can't do anything with the seats there. You have to go into the menu system here to go to the seats to move it back and forth. If I hold it down, it's going forward and reverse, and it actually moves the front, the whole seat kind of goes, both the backrest area and the bottom area are moving at the same time. And you can fold the back and the back levels here as well. Those are new in that menu system. Lights here, again, I'm not going to have time to go through all of the settings here, but we do have the most important ones, which is in the autopilot menu turned on, and I'm extremely excited that we have those here available to test. So let's take off here. Again, I'm interested in the interior, the sound inside of here. Like, I don't hear that road in front of us at all right now, which is awesome. If we were in my car, you would hear that road. Automatically, my foot is going down to the brake to step on it, but I don't think we have to do that at all. I'm just gonna hold down here and, okay, press brake to confirm. That is that setting. In fact, I'm just gonna hold there to cancel. I'm gonna go back into the menu here really quick, just into the autopilot menu. I can turn that off. I can turn off that brake setting. So let's go up there and find it there at brake to confirm. You want to disable brake? Yes. Okay, great. Now let's do it again. Hold it down, and here we go. It's going to take off. Speed limited to 85 miles per hour. Object in path detected. Take over to proceed. There is no object in the path, so it does look like it's requiring me to step on it just a little bit. Let's just give it a little bit of encouragement. Here we go, taking off. is so quiet.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Skokie Boulevard.
Okay, going left here. Okay, oh, it's actually going straight, it looks like. It's super, super quiet. And it's got that new car smell, which I love, right? It's so nice in here. There's that pedestrian there that came out. Got really close to that curb.
Now turn left onto Skokie Boulevard.
Okay, now this is going to be a great test kind of going over this. There's some uneven pavement here in front of us. And I'm just really quick going to disable the voice in the nav. There we go. Suspension felt nice there, going over those bumps. It's quiet in here. It is really quiet. I like this suede material up here. That's really nice looking. It looks like a premium interior. Like I was concerned that maybe the materials would be cheap looking or they would feel cheap, but they don't at all. Everything in here looks really, really nice. And I like the glass roof. It just basically goes straight. There's no bar in the middle like there is on my Model 3. Coming forward here, the screen is very responsive, similarly responsive to my Model 3. And it's asking me to pay attention to the road. I wonder if there's any strikes on this. I think we can find out if we go into the menus. You might have to put it, yeah, you have to put it into, oh, it's complaining, making sure I'm paying attention. You might have to put it into park to see how many strikes are on the car, but here we go, great test. We've got all these cars here coming, and we're gonna have to wait until they pass by for the car to turn left. I'm not a fan of, I don't know if you guys use the camera. I'm not a big fan of that because it just gets in the way. So after this car passes here, okay, great. Accelerating forward to go through here. Nice. And the seat, like I said, it's high up. This is that Model Y feeling versus Model 3. You're just a lot higher up. It feels like you're just in a much larger vehicle. Now, if you're in a Cybertruck, it's even higher up than this. But this just feels really nice kind of being higher up compared to my Model 3. But it is super quiet. I am liking this. Now, this road isn't too bumpy, but I'm not feeling all the bumps. Here we go over some train tracks. And there was a manhole cover. Everything is feeling really, really nice. I'm not, usually I would feel it in my legs and kind of in my seat. I would feel the vibrations, and I'm not getting that. It's not bouncing up and down as much. And the quietness, let's just do that comparison here. I'll be quiet and we'll just compare the sound because we are going 44, about the same speed we were before. Here we are. Not bad. Coming forward here, we're just going to go down this road a little ways. It looks like the nav is, I like it oriented that way, so we know that we're going straight. Accelerating forward, nobody here at this four-way stop. It was great. Went straight through a puddle. I thought maybe FSD would go around that puddle, but no such luck. And going down this road. So it's the 30-mile-per-hour road, and we're going about 28. Not that bad. It's not inappropriate, I would say. I would probably be going a little bit faster, but not a big deal. And this is where we told it to stop. So it's pulling over to the side of the road. It actually stopped quite abruptly. It didn't need to do that. And here it just put itself into park. I do like that with version 13, how it parks itself. But look at the visualization here on the screen. It's really nice with that light bar in the front, and we get that camera. Now, I mentioned I was going to test the takeoff. So here it is, the driverless, the no stalk for putting it into drive. It's already in drive. Let's go up here and we'll take a look in the menu. I forgot to check the cameras before we took off. I want to see if we can visualize that front camera. That would be the best thing to do. Okay, and then what you have to do is swipe up, or no, tap to put it into park. So you tap in the left side. And then to put it into drive, you just step on the brake and it automatically goes to drive. Okay, so that's easy to get used to. I like that, not having this right stalk to play with. So let's take a look. We'll go into the service menu and we'll see the camera visibility. There's no messages showing up there. Let's see, here we go, camera preview. That's what we want to see. Let's see if that front bumper camera is in this menu system. Oh, there I am. How about that? Let's see, rear view, fascia. Maybe that's the one. Yeah, that's the one right there. So that's the front bumper camera. They call it the fascia camera. I found out later that this is very similar to the Cybertruck, which has the front bumper camera. You can hit the camera button at the bottom and then swipe down if it's not already there. But the front camera is visible from the basic level. You don't need to go into the service menu to see that camera. So our time is very short with this, so we're gonna have to basically go straight back to where we came from. Looks like they have, hopefully they have it in the favorites. They don't even have their own service center in the favorites. So we'll type in Tesla Northbrook, and it should show up here. Yep, there it is. Let's see if it can take off from this spot that we're in right now. Press and hold. There we go. Wow, that cyclist was just flying past us. And we have a car right behind us. My left turn signal is on and they are turning. Okay, they went down another road, it looks like. Object in path detected. I'm getting that quite a bit. There is no object in path. The steering wheel is moving ever so slightly. If I wait long enough, I feel like it will actually go. What do you guys think? The left turn signal is on. Nobody behind us. I'm just going to step on it a little bit. There is no object. You'd think that it would see with that front bumper camera. That's a perfect situation to use that front bumper camera because there was absolutely nothing in the way, in fact. But overall, this just feels really nice. So my right arm on the armrest feels really natural. On the left, it's very comfortable with my arms resting here as I drive. And the comfort level is just nice. And again, it has to do with that new car smell and the whole experience with it just being a brand new car. Let's take a look and see how many miles are on this car. If we go into the software menu, 482 miles. I suppose we should probably test the acceleration. This is the launch series, so you get the special logo there. The vehicle doesn't have a name yet, which is so sad. I feel like we should name it. Acceleration boost included package. Okay, so it has the acceleration boost. I'm gonna have to test this out just to see here. So as soon as we get to a better road, we're kind of on these really side roads, but I do in the dynamics. Let's just check here. Yeah, we do have it in sport, and we have the deceleration in standard, which I think that more so has to do with the regen. Traction control mode is auto. That's new. Slippery surface. I like that. Steering wheel weight standard. Auto shift out of park. That's fine. Look at this now. We've got someone kind of jogging in front of us, and it should go around them really naturally. It sure did. Charging, nothing new there. Autopilot, let's see, lights, seats, display. Oh, vehicle logo. Show the vehicle introduction when the display powers on. Okay, that's unique to the Model Y here. Reduce blue light, that's the same. To be careful looking. I'm going to turn off that blind spot camera. That kind of annoys me. I'm not a big fan of that. Scroll wheel function, all this stuff looks similar. And here we are coming now out onto the main road, and it's telling me to pay attention again. All right, coming on out. And this is a 30-mile-per-hour road. I'm hesitant to step on it on this road, but I think when we get out to the 45-mile-per-hour road, I will test the acceleration there. Coming through here, 30 miles per hour. It's going 39. It's in hurry mode. I'm surprised it's showing hurry because that doesn't apply unless you're going 50 miles an hour or faster. But it is showing hurry in the upper left. So that's different from version 12 with FSD on an older car. And up here is Dundee Road. So this will give us a chance to really step on it, test the acceleration. And to do that, you can, a lot of people don't know this, you can step on the acceleration while you're in the FSD mode, and it will accelerate to its fullest extent. But I like to slow down a little bit. Let's see if we can do this. So I'm just going to step on the brake. I went to disengage FSD, but there's no right stalk, so that would be some getting used to. I'm just going to slow down here, let them pass forward a little bit, and make sure nobody's behind us, which we don't have anyone. And right after we pass over this manhole cover, this is where I'm going to test it out. Okay, here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3. Yes! I love that. Now, how do you turn on FSD if you're actually driving? That is a question I don't know the answer to. Maybe, let's see, on the left. On the steering wheel, there is a little indicator that you can turn it on from here. If I step on, okay, so you press on the right scroll wheel button to turn it on, since you don't have the stalk. And if I push on this button here, okay, there's the cameras. That's kind of nice. You got a button here on the right of the steering wheel. And then on the bottom is where you can turn on the microphone to talk to it. And here, changing lanes, it's going to get over to the right to head back to the dealer. If I push on the right, that scroll wheel, I'm pushing it to the right and to the left, and it's not doing anything. Oh no, it is. It's changing hurry mode. Now on version 12, you can't do that on the city streets. So it's changing the modes here. With version 12, that you can only change the modes when you're on the highway, which that's interesting because I thought they're single stack now. I have to retest that. Very interesting there. I'm going to go into the autopilot menu. Here's your modes here. Chill, standard, hurry. If I use the right scroll wheel, there it went into hurry. So I can change them on city streets. That is different from my Model 3 for sure. Let's see the left scroll wheel. What do we have here? If I go left and right, usually that's the media. It's not doing anything. And the bottom button here is the windshield wipers. Okay, that feels pretty standard there. And then the lights on the top. So it looks like it's turning on auto. There we go, we get auto. The lighting menu shows up. Nice, let's try the horn. Okay, it was subdued, it was quiet. Like you can't hear it that well because of the noise cancellation. And I don't think you can adjust that in the settings. As far as the noise, I don't think you can turn off the noise cancellation. Just taking a look in here while we're coming basically to park. Now it should hopefully park itself. Let's see what it does. If it actually attempts to park itself. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to do the same as what my car did. When my car came into this lot, it basically, it went front forward to park itself. And here it's actually going like all the way to the pin, which is where we need to go anyway. Let's see if it parks itself. Here it's slowing down completely. I think it's just going to park right here. Yep, sure enough. Very, very cool. So just stepping on the brake allows you to put it into drive. It's pretty cool stuff. All right. So So overall, I love the noise cancellation. It's very quiet in here. The suspension feels really, really great. These things is what I was looking for. How do you put it into reverse? Okay, there we go. These are the things that I was looking for with the car. And like I said, it's really, really nice to have that very quiet interior. That's one of my, I absolutely love that. The FSD feels very similar, I would say, in that limited amount of time that I had. Okay, there we go, put it into park. Overall, I'm excited. I'm gonna encourage my mom to wait until this is outside of the launch series so she can get this. If I had more time, we'd go through the frunk, we'd go through the back, the seats and all that stuff. But I think we covered all the 4 points that we wanted to cover. And for that, I'm really thankful and excited for this when it's outside of the launch series, because I will probably be buying one of these, especially if it gets hardware 5. That's my next car. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.